we did just playing a couple games on this NBA 2K NCAA roster, but now we're going to be simulating towards the playoffs, and we're going to just be playing a couple games in the NCAA Tournament. This is a scenario on my league with every team from the Big Ten, the ACC, and then a couple other teams sprinkled in there from a couple different conferences. Nebraska looks like they're doing really good right now, though. And then we do have the draft class loaded in for the 2025 season. Most of them are all going to be incoming freshmen, though. So it makes a lot of sense. It's going to be interesting to see if Nebraska gets one of the top seeds, though, in the tournament. Yeah, Nebraska just running through teams right now. January, we're almost to the tournament start. It's in April is when the end of the season starts in 2K. They did lose to UNC. I wonder who made the All-Star game. We might need to check that out. Maybe Armando Bacot was the captain. I have no idea. So we're almost to the playoffs. Nebraska 20-9 right now, with 3 games to go, and they're gonna win out, I think. I do want to really just quick check out who the All-Stars were. It was Miles Kelly, 18-4-3 for the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Hey, I think that says Connie Long. Hello. RJ Davis 15-5-4. DJ Burns 15-9. PJ Hall, a great year, 20-7. Quentin Post 12-8. This is pretty weird to look at. Kaisai Tominaga 16-3. Armando Bacot 13-8. Kyle Filipowski 12-8. Terrence Edwards Jr. 13-6. Ryan Dunn 11. Yeah, and then in the West it was Tyson Walker, Carrington, Edie, Tyon Grant Foster had a great year, Terrence Shannon, Boo Booey, Peyton Sanford. A bunch of these guys had really good years. So we're almost to the playoffs. It is only a 16-team playoffs because that's all you can do in 2K. We will see if Nebraska wins, and yes, they do. They're in their season 25-10. There's no way. How did 2K give him the MVP? Rink Mast apparently is the MVP. 10, 10-7. I think I'm going to override that. There's no way he should be the MVP when there's guys like PJ Hall averaging almost 20-7. Well, I think it's going to go to Tyon Grant Foster. He had a great stat line this year. Then the Rookie of the Year, sure. Rink Mast can be Freshman of the Year. I don't even care. Sixth Man of the Year, Jared McCain. Defensive Player of the Year, Jalen Carey on the James Madison. 1 steal and 1.5 blocks a game. He also is... Oh, no, there can't be a Most Improved Player. So we'll just give Most Improved Player to Tyon Grant Foster because he was really improved in real life. He also wins Clutch Player of the Year. So the MVP, the Most Improved Player, and Clutch Player of the Year. Coach of the Year is Nebraska's coach. I don't know who that is in real life. So, yeah, then the all-first team... You can see that there. You can pause if you need to. Second team right there. Third team. Actually, I don't even know if you can pause on a live stream. I have no idea. The all-rookie teams, that doesn't really matter because, like, Bacot's obviously not a rookie. But here's the tournament. Duke and UNC is a first-round matchup. The 1 versus 16. Oh, my gosh. That's insane. Then we have Syracuse versus Northwestern. The Orange versus the Wildcats. Then the Golden Gophers of Minnesota and the James Madison Dukes. Then the Clemson Tigers and the Gonzaga Bulldogs. Then on this side we have Nebraska and Boston College. Michigan and Virginia.
2 o'clock. We gotta be...
Wisconsin and Georgia Tech, and Florida State and Pepperdine. Then, if we take a look at the best teams that didn't make it, this is crazy. Pitt didn't make it, but obviously because we didn't load in any of their players yet, other than Carrington. He's the only real player on this roster, than just a bunch of 70 overalls. Ohio, the same thing with them. Illinois didn't make the playoffs, even though they have T.J. Shannon and Coleman Hawkins. They went 8-27. Same thing with Iowa, with Patrick McCaffrey and Peyton Sandfort. Virginia Tech was terrible all year long. Louisville was terrible. The Miami Hurricanes didn't make it, even though they had almost 3 guys in the 90 overall club. That's pretty interesting. Notre Dame didn't make the playoffs. Wake Forest didn't make the playoffs, even though Hunter Salas had a great year. Boise State didn't make the playoffs. Indiana didn't make the playoffs, even though they had a 92 overall Kello Ware. Ohio State didn't make the playoffs. They had a really stacked team. St. Mary's didn't make the playoffs, even though they had a pretty solid roster with Aiden Mahoney. Michigan State didn't make the playoffs, though, with Tyson Walker and Jaden Akins and Malik Hall. That's really surprising to me. Rutgers didn't make the playoffs with Clifford Omarai. Purdue didn't make the playoffs with Zach Edey, Trey Kaufman-Wren, and all these guys, even though Edey averaged 18.5 and 11.5. So he will run out of eligibility for next season, I think. Penn State also didn't make the playoffs. They weren't that great. Grand Canyon didn't make the playoffs with Tyon Grant Foster, the league MVP. Then Utah State didn't make it, even though they had great Ozabor. And then NC State, who made the Final Four in real life, they didn't make it with DJ Burns as their star. And then UNC barely snuck in. So let's get started. I think some of these games are just going to simcast because we only watched this whole game of Wisconsin and Georgia Tech. We will jump in at the very end, though, and this is exactly when. 2.5 minutes to go, 81-75. We will play as the underdog, I guess. Why not? Try and see if we can get Georgia Tech a win. Miles Kelly with the ball. Step back from 2. Bang. Miles Kelly, 77-81 lead for the Wisconsin Badgers. Amari Abram on defense, the former 5-star. They get it to Tyler Wall at the top of the key. He's guarded by Terry. McGee driving, they switch. Wall left wide open for the layup, and that puts them up by 6. Now we're just going to simulate, since it's just a timeout. Let's just simulate farther down. And it looks like Wisconsin will get the win here. They're up by 4 with 26 seconds to go. The Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets are the first to lose in this tournament. Chucky Hepburn at the line. He makes the first. And this is basically just like jumping in, or starting from the Sweet 16. Just 16 teams all competing for the playoffs. And that'll do it. We'll just simulate. Because they're not coming back from 6 points that quick. Kamari McGee carried them to the win. Tyler Wall, also a really good game. Steven Corral kind of came up out of nowhere. And then for the Yellow Jackets, Amari Abram had a good game, but not enough to get him the win, and neither did Miles Kelly. Miles Kelly, an all-star, still wasn't enough. Michigan and Virginia, this is going to be probably a much better game than the last one. And it's, tie game, 48-all at the start of the third. Oh, but Virginia pulling away, up by 5 with 2 minutes to go. And that'll do it. Virginia gets to win 76-67, eliminating the Michigan Wolverines from the tournament. JMU and Minnesota. Terrence Edwards Jr., one of the top-rated players in this league for James Madison. Minnesota, Dawson Garcia has 31-9. TJ Bickerstaff, 13-5. And it looks like Minnesota will get a win here. Yep, Minnesota eliminates the JMU Dukes. Terrence Edwards didn't come to play, but Dawson Garcia really did. I do want to check out the box score for Michigan and Virginia, though. Ryan Dunn, a great game there. The 3-and-D specialist. And then Olivier Nakama couldn't get it done for the Wolverines. Now Northwestern and Syracuse. This is the 8-9 matchup. 62 all with 4 minutes to go. That's going to be, that's going to be, have to be a game that we jump into right here. And I guess I'll play for Syracuse, I guess, because that's just what it put me in for. Northwestern, a really good team. Boo Buie is their superstar. They're going to be trying to get it to him here, and they do. Buie driving on Mintz. He cannot get the running jumper to go. Ty Berry, the 3 is good on the kick out. That was a great play by the Wildcats of Northwestern. Copeland. Bounce pass back, J.J. Starling. And Starling able to put him back up by a point. That is huge there for the Syracuse Orange with just 2 minutes to go. We'll simulate a little bit farther down here. And Northwestern trails by just 1 with 39 seconds to go in the ballgame. Here's Judah Mintz.
What? Judah Mintz.
He makes the shot.
Southwest style cheesy rice.
Here comes Boo Buie for Northwestern, guarded by Judah Mintz.
And then there was these.
And Boo Buie dunks it down.
I'm going to make those in the skillet.
Mintz to Williams. Copeland, and he is fouled.
Heat up some water.
Copeland at the line. The first free throw is good. Second free throw for Copeland is good as well, and that puts Syracuse up by 3 with 26 seconds to go. Northwestern needs a bucket here. They trail by 3. If they don't get a bucket here, it is likely game over. They get it into Boo Buie. Berry, and I fouled him. No. Ty Berry goes to the line with 3 free throws. He can tie it up if he makes all of them. 18 seconds to go. Oh my gosh, I was not trying to foul there. He makes his second. This is for the tie. We will get the last shot, though. I will take the last shot. And they make all 3. We get into Mintz. He's the star. Mintz driving on Buie. The pull-up jumper. It goes in and out. Now just 10 seconds to go. We need to lock up. Buie. And they get the dunk to go over the 7'3" Naheem McLeod. Okay. Here's Syracuse. Judah Mintz with the ball. Driving in. Guarded by Buie. He takes it back out. The shot. Bang! Judah Mintz ties it up with 0.2 seconds to go. And the full court shot by Berry does not go in. We are headed to overtime here in the first round of the NCAA Tournament. Syracuse and Northwestern. Here's tip-off between 7'4" Naheem McLeod and the guy for Northwestern. I don't even know who that is. And Northwestern wins it. We will simulate a little bit farther down. 47 seconds to go, 3-point game. And that's when we will jump back in here. 47 seconds. A full 30 on the shot clock. Mintz gets a screen. Takes the shot. Oh, it's off. That's not good. Barnheiser left wide open in the corner, and he hits it. They do count it as a 2, said he has his foot on the line. But still, that's a huge shot, 86-81. Starling drives in, spins to Williams, and they call 3-second violation. You can't be serious. That's crazy. They're trying to rig it. Northwestern here inbounding. 23 seconds to go. I think that's game. I think the Wildcats will move on to round 2. And, yeah, that's fouls out Judah Mintz, 15 points. I think he's the leading scorer. Kyle Cuff Jr., the former Kansas Jayhawk, subs in now for us. And we forced Matthew Nicholson to get the ball, though. That's a good foul. Nicholson goes to the line. He cannot make the first. Here's the second free throw. Nicholson. It's no good either. Naheem McLeod gets the board. We're pushing. Kyle Cuff. We find Westry. Starling here, the 3. Bang! J.J. Starling cuts the lead to 2 with 12 seconds to go. And there we foul. That's Ty Berry. He's a really good free throw shooter, though. We saw that earlier. Berry at the line. The first free throw is good. That's not good. Second free throw. And it's good. That makes it a 2-possession game still with 11 seconds to go. We need a 3. Judah Mintz is out, so we're going to have to go through Starling here again. And we're going to put in our best 3-point shooting lineup. I don't know who this guy is. Why is McLeod in? He is not a shooter. We can just go... Oh, none of these guys are shooters. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, we'll just go small ball. Put a small forward in the center. We need a 3 here. Thank you for commenting. Can't read your full name right now, but thank you so much for commenting. J.J. Starling gets it in. The shot, I think I was on the line. Oh, my God. Oh, we get the offensive board. Kick it back out. Oh, why'd he cut? That's going to do it. Yeah. Well, that sucks. But we're on to the next game. The Northwestern Wildcats move on. 25 points for Ty Berry. And Syracuse is eliminated. Now, our next matchup here, Florida State and Pepperdine. This probably isn't going to be the best of matchups. And, yeah, Florida State running away with this one. 70-51. Cameron Fletcher, 14 points for the Florida State Seminoles. Only 7 points for Michael Porter Jr.'s brother on Pepperdine, Javon. Our next game here is Nebraska and Boston College. Nebraska should be able to handle this one pretty easy. But no, Boston College here. And Boston College, the 2 seed versus the 15 seed. The 15-seeded Boston College Eagles. If they get this win, that's going to be the craziest thing of all. Nebraska went 29-6 on the year. Quentin Post. I don't know why that guy just jumped all the way across the baseline. Shout out to Mux7892. It's a little bit shorter name. My bad for not shouting out the guy with the longer name. Tomenega, the 3 is off, and that might be game. Nebraska down 10 with 1:20 to go. Boston College trying to pull off the upset of the year. Post, he's guarded by Reek Most. Madsen. The 3, that'll put it away, and no, he can't hit. Less than a minute to go. 10-point game. Jawan Gary for 3. It's off, but we get the offensive board. Tomenega gets a screen. And he hits the 3. That's big. Now just a 7-point game. 43 seconds to go. Nebraska trails. Jaden Zachary. And a foul called on Sam Hoiberg. I think that's going to do it. And, yeah, Nebraska eliminated. They lose by 10. And the upset of the year, 15-seeded Boston College beats the 2-seeded Nebraska Cornhuskers in the first round. Now Clemson and Gonzaga. This is going to be a really, really good matchup. Clemson, they hold on. They don't get upset like Nebraska did, and they win. The 4-seeded Tigers beat the 13-seeded Gonzaga Bulldogs. 21-4 for PJ Hall, only 14-5 for Gonzaga's star Anton Watson. Duke and UNC. The rivalry match in the first round of the NCAA tournament. UNC was supposed to be a lot better than that. How many subs do I have? I think 1.1K, 1.2K. Something like that. It's close here late. And we will jump in, let's play as UNC, try to get the upset. I don't know why they're playing at Nebraska's court. That must be a glitch. But here we go. Cormac Ryan to Elliot Cadeau. Back to Ryan. Baycott. Here's Jalen Withers. We cannot drive on this Duke team. Washington, the mismatch, and he gets the bucket to go. Jalen Washington, a big bucket there for the UNC Tar Heels. We're up 5 here with 3.5 minutes to go. Trying to pull off another crazy upset. And there's Tyrese Proctor, a big bucket for the Blue Devils. And a timeout is called. We need a big bucket here to extend this lead. RJ Davis, the catch and shoot 3. It's off. Baycott almost gets the offensive board, but can't quite. Jeremy Roach, the 3. Bang! That ties us up 81-all with 3 minutes to go. Huge shot by Jeremy Roach. Here's RJ Davis with the ball for the Tar Heels. And it's stolen. That's not even who I try to pass it to. And I'm not even going to play. I'm not going to rig it on accident. We'll just watch and see what happens. Here's RJ Davis with the ball for the Tar Heels. Thank you for commenting. I don't think I'm the next Mr. Beast, but thank you for commenting nonetheless. Cormac Ryan to Jalen Washington. RJ Davis down to Jalen Washington for the jam. That ties him back up 83-all with just over 2 minutes to go. Tyrese Proctor drives in, takes it back out. Down to Mitchell, Mark Mitchell. Spins the hook shot off, rebounded by Harrison Ingram, the former Stanford Cardinal. Baycott, the big body play down low to give him the lead, 85-83. Thank you for commenting. I'm glad someone thinks so. I guess that's a good thing. It's a pretty good thing, actually. Filipowski, the 3 is off, rebounded by Cormac Ryan. Ryan drives in, down to Baycott, and he misses the layup, but Ryan the offensive board. That's huge. RJ Davis here gets a screen by Baycott. And Baycott cannot make the layup. That is insane right there. Sean Stewart to Proctor. Proctor down to Mark Mitchell. And Ingram gets the board off of the miss by Mark Mitchell. The 3, RJ Davis cans the 3, and that puts him up by 5 with 1:08 to go in the fourth quarter. Mitchell gets a screen from Filipowski. Down to Filipowski. He gets the bucket to go. That's big. 88-85 with 54 seconds to go. I don't even know what that emoji is. I can't even tell. RJ Davis down to Baycott. It's stolen by Sean Stewart. They need a 3 to force overtime here with 40 seconds to go. Proctor back to Roach. Sean Stewart's wide open there at the elbow, but they get it down to Mark Mitchell. And he misses the layup. The play of his career. That would have moved him on to the second round. But he blows the layup. UNC can win now with just one made free throw here after the foul. And here goes RJ Davis to the line. And the first free throw good by RJ Davis. Second free throw is good as well. And that puts him up by 5 with 28 seconds to go. Huge free throws there by RJ Davis. And this is probably the last game I'm gonna stream of the day, and then tomorrow I'm gonna do the second round live stream. So everyone that's watching, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. 28 seconds to go in the game. They get into Roach, and he calls a timeout. And thank you for Mux and then the other guy with the longer name for being there in the comments the whole time. Means a lot. 25 seconds to go. Roach is wide open. He's their go-to guy here, I think. They get it back to Roach. They go for the 2. And that's stupid. They missed a wide open layup. Tyrese Proctor blows it. And that's, I think, game here. 90-85 with 19 seconds to go. All they need to do is make one free throw. Cormac Ryan at the line. The first is good. That puts him up 6 with 19 seconds to go. This is 4 game right here. And he makes it, rocking those Jordan 1 UNCs. That's insane right there. That will do it here. Thank you for subscribing. Mux7892. Sean Stewart to inbound for the Blue Devils. They get to Filipowski in the corner. He shoots the 3. It's off. And Baycott with the board. UNC can just dribble it out, as now the number 1 and the number 2 seeds here in this tournament have gone down. Nebraska and Duke. UNC and Boston College, 2 ACC teams, are the spoilers. And that will do it. The crazy upset in round 1. We will take a look at the stats. 21 points for Jared McCain, 18 for Jeremy Roach, 16 for Proctor, but only 6 for Filipowski. That's basically the deciding factor. And then for UNC, the dynamic duo Davis and Baycott, 17 apiece. Thank you everyone for watching. Like I said, I will go live again tomorrow, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.